Let's go, Jake. Yeah.
Folks, this matchup, never mind. This matchup has a 30-minute time limit and is 2-1 fall. In the corner to my left, wearing the headband, he hails from the PPW Training Academy, Jake Hazard. And diagonal from Jake in the ring, camera side. He hails from the PPW Training Academy. Here's your current and reigning King of the Iron Man, Badass Branden Campbell. This is a non-title match. The belt is not on the line tonight.
Ready, Jake? Ready, Branden?
This is going to be a great physical match. If strong style is your kink, this is your match. Jake Hazard versus Badass Branden Campbell. I'm not sure which one's crazier. Jake Hazard wrestles like nobody can beat the shit out of me like I can. Branden Campbell, I mean, the fans dubbed him the Badass. He didn't make that up. We didn't make that up. The fans did. And look at these two guys who are large by industry standards today. Jake Hazard, they're about the same size, I'd say, at about 235 to 240 pounds, both of them. Branden has a slight height advantage. Oh, what a gorgeous hip toss. He went down with it. And Jake Hazard doesn't even look like it happened. Man, that was a high impact move. And look at Jake. I don't know how he does it. Does he feel pain? There he goes. Another lock up here like two rhinoceroses. Button horns, man. Two rhinos. Look at the leg strength of both men. Look at the upper body development of both men, trying to get the other man to yield, trying to prove I'm the alpha. And Jake with a high hip toss. And now it's Branden Campbell. He gives him a little pat on the head. And look at that, Branden Campbell is giving him propers back. This is the kind of match where you go, man, can't wait to see what's coming next. Oh, and they fist bump. When I saw those fist clench, I thought they were going to throw them. They respected each other. Branden's very quick. And look at Jake stiff-arming him, and Jake is riding him, and Jake is trying to get the full Nelson. And no, he switches to the waist lock, and now Branden Campbell's got to power out with that big man on his back. He's powered out, and now he's reversing. He's got it on Jake. These guys are working, man. You can hear them. Look at it. You can see the muscles rippling, both men. Jake has got to get out of that thing, and he does. Spins it around and reverses it on Branden. And Branden's turn now to show off his strength and power. Who's got it? Who's got more of it? Branden working. He's working. You can see those triceps. You can see those delts. You can see those trapezius as he pushes down, separates the arms, and he gets him with a single leg. And now he's got control of Jake Hazard with the front face lock. He's got the head. With all of his weight on top of him.
Let's go!
But look at Jake Hazard, who is no physical slouch. Powers out, spins out, sits out, and now he's got the left arm and on top of badass Branden Campbell. Love to see big guys wrestle because you just don't see it that much today. The name of the game is pro wrestling. Wrestling being the key word. Right now, his fans are behind Jake Hazard, who finally locks in that full Nelson he was looking for about 2 minutes ago. Branden Campbell has got to power out. I don't know how he's going to do it, though, because if you can see what I see, Jake Hazard has got those fingers interlaced. Brandon's powering, though. Look at the bicep strength. He's using his whole body, and he's pried the fingers apart. Now he's got the full Nelson on Jake Hazard, and he's shaking him around, sending a message, saying, whatever you can do, I can do better, kid. Jake Hazard, look at it. He's choosing a different approach. He's pressing down, trying to separate the fingers. I like it. Now he's going up. Now he's going up to go down, and he delivers a clubbing tricep into the side of the head and ear of Branden. And they collide in the middle with nobody wanting to give an inch. Now they're smiling now. I don't know. Oh, well, you heard the meat hit. Things are starting to well up, folks. Whoa, clothesline. Now, it's not illegal. It's certainly aggressive. Nothing wrong with being aggressive. When you're wrestling a crazy man like Hazard, you've got to be aggressive. And look at that. Branden working on the back. Branden hits the ropes, and another big clubbing knee to the back, and now he's got the shoulders separated. Now, this hurts. This hurts like hell in the traps, the shoulders, the neck. The upside is it opens the lungs up. So if you can focus off the pain and focus on the breathing, you can stay alive. But it's so hard to do because the body automatically wants you to panic, go into anxiety. But look at Jake, a non-entity here. He spins out, and look at that, beautiful 1, 2 count. And now he's got the full Nelson back on the taller man, Branden Campbell. Brandon's got to power up. Believe me, powering out of this is not an easy task. It tires the muscles, but it also wears down the breathing and the cardio. And look at this, proof positive is the fact that now Branden Campbell's on his knees as Jake Hazard is working the shit out of it, and he's going to drop Branden on his face. But Jake releases the hold to get him on his face, and I don't know if that's a mistake or not. No, it's not, because he's transitioned into a surfboard, into a camel clutch. And look at that, Branden Campbell, we don't see him in this kind of trouble very often, especially on the receiving end of holds because of his size. But that's what Jake Hazard brings to the table, size and power, along with his crazy like a fox style. Branden, though, impressively, look at this kid. Oh, he got it. He got it. It's 240 pounds on his back, and Jake is hammering away. And look at that. Branden forced to set him down, or did he fall? Jake Hazard. German suplex turns Branden inside out. Jake has got to cover him. 1, 2. But in the process of getting over there to cover him quick before he gets up, he missed hooking that leg at the right time. Wow, though. How often do we see Branden Campbell German suplexed? How often does that happen? Oh, look at this. This is pulling on the leg. It's pulling on the arm, but it's overextending, hyperextending the rib cage, which rolls around to the back, and that back is already struggling. As you saw, that's what Jake kind of focused on up to this point. But Branden, with balls of steel, Jake's trying to stop him, get to the ropes. And he has, but he had in the process, he had to release that back hold. That was a beautiful hold. But look at this, Branden Campbell going low, going downstairs, keeping it above the waist. Oh, swing like a mother effer. Oh, Branden landed on his head, and Jake Hazard took everything out of him that he had. Goes for the cover, 1, 2, but Branden kicks out with authority.
Let's go, Branden.
Both men on their knees. Oh, now this testosterone is starting to pump. The tempers are starting to flare. The adrenaline is flowing. Oh, Now it's going to be how much can each man take, and these guys love to be in this position. Listen to how hard. Oh, and the headbutt might have finished off Jake Hazard, man. That back and forth. You see Jake coughing, grasping for air, gasping for air. Branden Campbell still has a shit beat out of him, trying to recover. Has enough strength to deliver a strike to the lower back area. Now the middle back area, and a cover from ground and pound. Nope, he's not going for a cover. He's trying to pick up the 240-pounder. If he gets him, that's going to be an impressive feat of strength. He did it. But what's he going to do with him? Oh, world's strongest slam. 1, 2. Oh, how the hell did Jake Hazard kick out of that one? Bless his heart. What a match. Unbelievable matchup. I told you it was going to get physical. The thing I liked about this time, these two guys started by wrestling and just built it to this fever pitch. Back and forth, strikes. There's no close fists yet, though. No punches. And now it's Jake Hazard's turn. I don't know what he's going to do. Something powerful on Branden Campbell. Oh, I can't believe he's got him up like that. And Jake does a squat with him. Is he trying to press slam him? What's he trying to do? Nope. He pushed him to the front. Backbreaker. There's one. 2 V's, 2 knees to the hip and lower back area. And now he's spreading him like a wishbone. Unbelievable. How many people do you see manhandle Branden Campbell like that? Whenever these two are in the ring together and face each other, man, it's an amazing, amazing physical altercation. But look at Branden. Oh! And now Branden has got the front face / dragon sleeper on Jake Hazard. And both of these guys are working hard and struggling for every inch that they're taking or getting in this matchup. We still don't know who the alpha is, who's the dominant force, because the back and forth has been so prominent. Both young men are very, very proud, and this crowd is torn. It's torn right up the middle. Referee Ian Anderson checking Hazard. Arm drop twice. Branden might have it right here. Oh, 2 count. Jake Hazard able to show he's got the big balls. And look at him trying to power out of this thing. Branden rearing back with everything he has to keep control of him. Branden's got a transition out. Can Jake capitalize? And he does. Branden puts him back into the ropes, delivers a couple of clubbing forearms. Irish whip. Gets him up, but for what? What's he going to do with him? I can't believe this. Jake Hazard sitting on the shoulders of badass Branden Campbell. Reverse victory roll. 1, 2. Oh, that would have elevated Jake like nobody's business, man. Unbelievable. And now it's Jake Hazard in control with the head. 11 minutes gone in the matchup. 11 minutes have expired. Branden Campbell getting up to his feet, though. Able to use his pressing power for a second anyway to get Jake off of that chin lock. But Jake pulls back down using his weight and locks Branden back into the hold. Branden's got to find another way, and maybe ramping up this crowd will put enough energy, good energy into him. There it is. And now he's got Jake up in a bear hug and runs him straight into the corner, holding him like a child. Jake's trying to pound away, but how effective can you be when you're inverted like that, off of your feet? And that's 3 in a row. Oh! Unbelievable. That took as much out of Branden as it did Jake Hazard. You try carrying around a 240-pound man. Now he's getting underneath him. He has something in mind earlier that got thwarted, but this time I don't know what it's going to be. Electric chair right on the back of his head. Branden's got to cover him right now. 1, 2, no! Jake Hazard with some big Kong-sized balls right there, folks. What a matchup. Look at these two literally beat the shit out of each other. How much can they give? How much can they take? Branden with a shot to the belly. He's lighting him up, and now he goes to the rope. Oh! They both went over to the floor! 240 pounders. Can anybody get up? Can anybody get up? I see no movement. I don't see one head, a hand, an arm. Wow! That's it! At 13 minutes and 19 seconds, this match is a double count out. Double count out.